Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Parayantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Tanidar Kotari, visitors, viewers, Kailasas, ministers, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's direct message from KAILASA on this auspicious occasion of Arunachaleshwara Karunamurti Makudabhishekam. Paramashiva is embodiment of life positive responsibilism. Listen. When the king becomes martyr, the Vallala Maharaja of the Arunachala kingdom, he won the war, but he became martyr and went to Viraswarga, Kailasa Pada. Paramashiva blessed him with Kailasa. When the king left the body, went to Kailasa, Paramashiva did not just keep quiet, letting his kingdom suffer without a king. He himself comes down, takes the responsibility of the Srishti. He gets coronated. He starts ruling the whole dynasty, because the dynasty always trusted Paramashiva as the real king. They are representative of Paramashiva and ruling that kingdom. It was Shaivite kingdom, Hoysala dynasty, spread throughout the south and till the central India. Please understand, what I am talking is a historical event, not just some religious, Puranic, spiritual event. What I am talking is a historical. We can actually even date. I was so happy to know that today a history document book on Vallala Maharaja is released in Arunachaleshwara temple, and I saw the copy of that front page in front of Paramashiva offered to him. You can see in that photograph, if you zoom in, you will see at the feet of Paramashiva that book's front page is offered. Popular Tamil cinema director Sri Mohanji also has put in his Facebook page that there is a historical book getting released on Vallala Maharaja. I'm so happy. I convey my love, respect, gratitude and blessings for all those who took the responsibility to make this book happen. இன்று வல்லாள மகாராஜாவை பற்றி வரலாற்று நூல் வெளியிடப்பட்டதை கேட்டு மிகுந்த ஆனந்தமும் சந்தோஷமும் அடைந்தோம். தமிழ்நாட்டின் மிக பிரபலமான மிக புகழோடு நற்பெயரோடு பிரபலமான திரைப்பட இயக்குனர் திரு மோகன்ஜி அவர்கள் தங்களுடைய முகநூலில் பதிவிட்டிருந்தார். இன்று வல்லாள மகாராஜாவை பற்றிய வரலாற்று நூல் வெளியிடப்படுவதாக. அதை கேள்வியுற்று மிகுந்த ஆனந்தமடைந்தோம், சந்தோஷமடைந்தோம். இந்த நூலை எழுதிய, தொகுத்த, வெளியிட்ட, இதில் சம்பந்தப்பட்டிருக்கும் எல்லா அன்பர்களுக்கும் அருணாச்சலேஸ்வர கருணாமூர்த்தி பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் எல்லா நன்மையும் அளிக்கட்டும். அவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எனது நல் அன்பும் மரியாதைகளும் நன்றியும் ஆசிகளும் வழங்கி என்னுடைய ஆனந்தத்தை வெளிப்படுத்துகின்றேன். வல்லாள மகாராஜா is one of the greatest Shaivite king. He dedicated his whole life to run the kingdom as per the Vedagamic principles. He begged Paramashiva for a child to carry on the legacy. He was so devoted, intense. Paramashiva said, if I give you a child, he will carry on the legacy for maybe few years. I bless you. I myself will be your successor, your child and your successor. I will run this kingdom forever and I will give you Shraddha, all the last rites. Everything need to be done to a father forever. What a blessing. He himself did it and still doing it. He himself came down after Vallala Maharaja became martyr and he coronated himself. I should say that he got coronated by the people of Tiruvannamalai and started ruling the kingdom. It's history. Understand? Not mythology. History. And till now, not only he rules Tiruvannamalai and that whole Hoysala dynasty, he does Shraddha, last rites, for the whole, not only the Vallala Maharaja, for the whole Hoysala dynasty, every year on Marsimaham. He demonstrates a role of responsible son and responsible king, responsible successor. Even now, till now. பிறப்பு இல்லான் இறப்பு இல்லான் பெருமான் தன் பக்தனுக்காக, வள்ளாள மகாராஜனுக்காக மகனாய், வள்ளாள மகாராஜனுக்கு மகனாய் வந்து கர்ப்பம் தங்காது திவ்ய சரீரம் தாங்கி நேரடியாய் மகவாய் வந்து வள்ளாள மகாராஜன் காலத்திற்கு பின் நாட்டையும் நடத்தி அவருக்கு முறையான பித்ருகர்மங்கள், சார்த்த கர்மங்கள் போன்றவைகளையும் செய்து ஒரு நல்ல மகன், வாரிசு, அரசன் எவ்வாறு விளங்க வேண்டும் என்பதற்கு இலக்கணத்தை வகுத்தளிக்கின்றார் எம்பெருமான் அண்ணாமலையார் இந்த லீலையின் மூலமாக. அன்றும் இன்றும் என்றும் அவரே ஆழ்வார், அவரே ஆள்கின்றார், அவரே ஆழ்வார். ஆண்டார், ஆள்கிறார், ஆழ்வார். When my grandfather did thorough research on Vallala Maharaja and made a separate chapter in the book he compiled on the Purana and history of Arunachala. See, the ancient mythological, Puranic, legendary references, those information and modern day documented history. Both my grandfather and my Acharya, Sri Panduranganar, when he compiled beautifully made a biography. I don't even want to say it is a history. I should say it's a biography because Arunachala is alive, living being. He chronicles the incidents around Arunachala. So we can't call it as a history. We can only call it as a biography. He compiled a beautiful book called Arulnirai Annamalai in 4 volumes. 2 volumes got published and still 2 more volumes are in the manuscript form, which will be published soon. Now my pre-monastic uncle, the son of my grandfather, my Acharya, he has handed over all the handwritten scripts and manuscripts, everything to us, and we will be publishing soon. I'm thinking of publishing in his own handwriting. Because now the modern day technologies have come, we can directly publish a book in the very handwriting of my Acharya, Pandurangana. We are working on it. This Magudabhishekam of Annamalayar can be dated because it happened as recently as maybe 1000 years. In Hinduism, 1000 years is recent. We talk in the yugas because we know the science of birth and death, reincarnation. We don't talk in years, we talk in yugas. Talking in years is a middle class mind who don't know the science of birth and death and reincarnations, and those middle class minds talk in years and eras and all that. We Hindus, cosmically, spiritually rich, and we know the science where we were in the last birth and how we are in this birth and how we will be in the next birth, and we know the whole science. It was a lifestyle for us, so we talk in yugas. just within 1,000 years, this has happened. So this coronation of Paramashiva happened in Tiruvannamalai can be dated because the Vallala Maharaja, after winning the war, got killed in a documented historical war in Madurai. Madurai was also under the Hoysala king those days, and so he went to wage the war with Islamic invaders. He won the war, but unfortunately, the Islamic invaders, he was not a king, he was just a commander. That guy conspired and invited him for a peace treaty signing and a feast and killed him. It was a conspired, cunning killing using the dharma of Hindu tradition. You see, in Hindu tradition we have certain dharma, the royal way of living, knowing the cosmic truths, using that dharma for their advantage, a brutal way. They killed Vallala Maharaja because never, when somebody invites for a feast, peace treaty, he goes with all the soldiers or weapon and all that. He just went as an Nirayudha Bani alone, and because it's a peace treaty, but those fellows cunningly killed him after losing the war. The brutal people taking advantage of our dharma was the only way they were able to invade, never in the direct wars. Anyhow, that's a separate subject, I'll talk about it later. Paramashiva himself comes and does all the final rituals and coronates himself and rules the kingdom. From this Leela of Paramashiva, I can only see one thing. What a responsible son and successor. He fulfills all the responsibilities of a son and does all the final rites, rituals to father, and takes the responsibility for kingdom, runs the kingdom until now, running the kingdom and doing all the last rites need to be done every year, Shraddha, responsibly, and demonstrating the role of a responsible son, successor, and king. So we are celebrating the Magudabhishekam of Paramashiva. Actually, last 48 hours, I was in such a deep ecstasy and samadhi after that Masi Chaturthasi Nataraja Abhishekam. Paramashiva personally revealed some of the great truths. I'll chronicle them and present it to all of you. Understand? The conscious work you do on yourself, whether doing completion or unclutching Nirvikalpa Samadhi practice or Ajapa Japa or Atma Vichara or practicing, manifesting Sahaja Samadhi, all this conscious work on yourself, rekindling again and again the powerful cognitions in you, all these are conscious working on yourself. All this conscious work done on yourself by yourself or done on you by your Guru never goes waste. It stays with you even when you take many janmas, many births after death also, and guides you to the higher and higher lokas and higher planes. Understand this first truth. Conscious work done on you by yourself or by your Guru on you gives you eternal benefits even beyond your death. That's the first truth. Second, every time when you understand consciously about certain force or the power of cosmos, that power automatically becomes part of you, your existence. Listen. It is like knowledge is power. In the internal world, in the subjective world, in the cosmos, the reality which exists beyond the illegitimate delusion you experience, you perceive, in that core conscious space of you, any powerful cognition you realize, you internalize, the power of that powerful cognition becomes your reality forever. If you understand, your being is always light. It doesn't get loaded by any of your illegitimate delusion. All your delusions are illegitimate. And those delusions can neither corrupt you nor can load your inner space. When you cognize this truth, even for a second, when you cognize this truth, even for a second, that experience of lightness, lahima, Shakti becomes part of you. If you understand, you are everything. The power of Mahima becomes your right. Listen. all your delusions, all your delusions. I was just bowing down to Arunachala and Vallala Maharaja. You can see his photograph in the screen. Today the book was released about him. All of you will receive the blessings of Paramashiva and Vallala Maharaja on this auspicious occasion. Listen. All your delusions are illegitimate. They do not have a legit existence. When you cognize that, you become such light being. You manifest the power of Lahima. Same time, when you realize that you are everything, you manifest the power of Mahima. This is the science of power manifestation. Anything achieved internally manifests in external reality when you understand all your delusions are illegitimate. Tell yourself your Paramashiva is the only legitimate existence of you. Everything else is illegitimate. The more you tell this to yourself, you will see the illegitimate existence, illegitimate components of you just dissolves, disappears. How when the sun rises, the darkness disappears. Simply with this truth, all the illegitimate components of you disappears, melts down. Focus more and more and more on the legitimate existence of you. You are Paramashiva. You will manifest all the auspiciousness and powers. Nataraja revealed in that Paramadvaita Samadhi, the Ananda Nataraja, the cosmic dance and its secret truths. Sat means knowledge, knowing you exist. Chit means being conscious, aware that you exist. Ananda means celebrating your existence. Paramasachchidananda means knowing you exist as ultimate. Paramasat means knowing you exist as ultimate. Paramachit means being conscious you exist as ultimate. Parama Ananda means celebrating because you exist as ultimate. This is what is the most sacred secret of Paramananda Tandava of Nataraja Paramashivam. Nataraja Paramburul. His Paramadvaita Swarupa, Paramadvaita Samadhi, Paramananda, Paramadandavam. Listen. You exist as ultimate. You know you exist as ultimate. You celebrate your existence as ultimate by knowing and enjoying. Paramasat, Paramachit, Parama Ananda. Only this is your legitimate existence. Everything else is your illegitimate existence. All other existence components you think you have, including your delusions, pains, patterns, blah, 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 said, unsaid, everything, is your illegitimate existence. They do not have legitimacy to exist. Cognize this, declare this, understand this, be integrated to this, you will just see your legitimate existence of Paramasat, Paramachit, Parama Ananda manifests in you and celebrates itself as Ananda Tandava. I'll repeat. Paramasat means knowing you exist as ultimate. Paramachit means being conscious you exist as ultimate. Parama Ananda means celebrating, knowing and being conscious about you exist as ultimate. As you exist as ultimate. With this, I bless you all. Let you all, let's all radiate, live, radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.